A Jmix exclusive.
Hello everyone, it's Jmix here with TupacNation.net, and this week is part 3 of our interview with Ronnie King. In this segment, we're going to discuss working with Big Syke, Johnny J, and bringing back that West Coast sound that we miss so much. Ronnie, being so close to Johnny J, what do you think he'd want fans to know about him?
That's kind of funny because Johnny had a lot of jokes. You know, if you've ever seen him on interviews and stuff like that, you know he's a funny guy. So what was so funny is in a lot of interviews, Johnny would go, "You're Johnny J, you're the producer, right?" He's like, "Yes, I'm the producer, and I'm Mexican, and I don't cut grass." Is exactly what he would say, you know? And I think the biggest, maybe, I don't know, I mean, it's been a while since I've looked into, how people feel, especially the younger generation. I know what our generation feels about Johnny J, and it was nothing but love, and the guy's a genius. There's no doubt about it. And, but for the younger generation, I mean, this guy he was a funny guy, man. He was a jokester, and he was always clowning around, and that was the thing that really made our studio sessions fun. And Capazine, his wife, was just absolutely amazing. I mean, we used to call her the little cheerleader because she would sit there from the minute we got there, and we'd get there at, say noon, and we'd work till 5 in the morning all the time. And she would sit there the whole time. And she would sit there and just cheer us on, and Johnny would be talking to me or something like that, and Capazine would be in the background going, "Yeah, that's right." He would look at her and goes, "You're like my little cheerleader." It was so sweet how the relationship they had in the studio, But that would be it, that he was a funny guy, man. Yep. Funny dude.
Johnny J also introduced you to Big Syke, am I correct?
You know what? That is correct. We worked on a record, Be Yourself, I think, from Big Syke. It was one of his solo records. I don't know. It was one of his solo records. I can't quite remember whether it was the first solo record or not. But we ended up doing it at Johnny's house. Johnny had a ranch up in, I don't know, north of L.A. somewhere. And we would just sit there and make the whole record. And that's when I first got to know Syke. And we've been working together ever since.
How is it to work with Big Syke?
Working with Big Syke is like working with Johnny or working with Pac. I mean, his work ethic is phenomenal. I mean, the guy will do 9 tracks a day. He'll come up with lyrics in 30 minutes, and that's the hit. Like, he doesn't even come back and rewrite it. You know what I mean? He's just on it, So that's the one great thing that we love working with each other, because we get a lot of work done, and we get a lot of music out of us, and we, really do expand the mind together and make great music. And working with Syke is, like I say, it's like working with Pac or Johnny. It's like, or the Outlaws. I mean, we all come from the same cut, and we all love making music, and we are all making great music, even today, So that's the thing Syke and I really do blend well with, is the work ethic, for sure.
Can we expect future releases from Big Syke featuring you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, funny you should say. We're putting together a super group, man. Like I said earlier in the interview, we started a thing, years ago with Rancid. It was just like a one-off. It never came out, and we kind of called it Punks and Thugs at the time, But we're doing something new. We're doing something new with Syke, where I'm putting together like a super group. And the super group has members of The Offspring, Total Chaos, myself, and Syke, and we're not sure who we're going to add else in there, but we're actually, this week is going to be our first 2 days in the studio starting to ramp up this new sound for Syke. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's going to be, but Syke really, really does feel very excited about where we're going to go with it, and it'll definitely be a cross-blend everything we've ever done, you know.
I'm really excited to hear the finished product.
Yeah, me too, because, you know, Syke not only deserves, you know, to continue to be in the music business, but also up a new generation of artists, whether you rap or not, you know what I mean? So we're pretty excited about it.
We were talking earlier off mic, and I noticed that you had done some work in the same studio that Sublime had recorded in. Can you tell us about that experience and who you're working with now?
Sure. Well, it's a recording studio called 17th Street Studio in Costa Mesa. And it's owned and operated by Louis Richards and Anik Dang. And Louis has been with Sublime since the early days down in Long Beach, California. And I've been doing records with Louis probably for a couple of years now. And I went to go play keyboards on one of his new super groups that are happening called Seedless. They're on their way up the charts in the reggae world. And me and my artist Blake Lansing went down to see this great event, and I played keyboards on the thing. And yeah, 17th Street Studio is popping out the Dirty Heads, members of like Sugar Ray work out of there. I mean, I think they even, I mean, I just if you go to the website and stuff, really you can see all the great reggae stars that come in and out of that place. It's absolute Delimon. I mean, just so many great artists are coming out of there. It's kind of the hub for the California reggae scene. So I'm really stoked that they have me on their records and that I'm a part of their business over there. And we're very excited about what's happening in California in that genre of music as well. You know, I'm like I say, I'm sort of a man without a country. You know, I did the new Offspring record this last year that's doing really well. We're up for a lot of awards with the best pop rock record or punk rock record maybe coming up soon. I do a lot of stuff with Pepper, who's a very large group from Hawaii that play a lot of reggae and ska too. So we're all kind of just in the same realm of people. You know, it's really fun. You know, so we're doing a lot of different music inside a lot of different genres. You know, I have my studio here at my ranch in Coachella, California, where they have the Coachella Festival, and we're putting a lot of great music out of here. We got a lot of great new young artists, and you know, be seeing a lot of these new things, and I'm taking a stab at producing myself.
That's awesome. What label is your label?
You know what? My label is my label. I'm just a production company, so we're just coming out with our first artist, BlakeLansing.com. And we're going to start there, you know. I've had Pepper here. Like I said, you will start seeing more stuff coming out from this studio in about the next year, you know, how it goes with our business as we have to line up the business. But a lot of the music's already been made, so just a matter of getting the music together.
Awesome. And I can't,
yeah.
I hope, I pray that ska reggae sound, that 1994 reggae sound, I hope it comes back hard, because
it's coming. I mean, you know, like I say, look into Pepper. They're from Hawaii, from Kona, and we've been doing records with them for like 10 years. They just did the Sublime with Rome Cypress Hill tour this last year, you know, all summer long, and they're there. They tour with 311, but definitely from the West, we're bringing it back. We really are, with some of the light sampling. But the thing is, Bradley was, you know, he was such an icon But if anybody's doing it, it's definitely 17th Street Studio, and I'm, like I say, so glad to be a part of that. I mean, well, of course, we'll have some new sites coming and new information and, you know, freshening here and freshening there for the internet. But, hey, just look out for the music, you know. Just keep Googling Tupac and Ronnie King. I'm sure they'll keep associating us somehow.
Ronnie, do you have a message for the fans at TupacNation.net?
A message to the fans of TupacNation.net. Hey, keep enjoying the old stuff, and hopefully, you know, we can keep the integrity and keep Johnny J's legacy and dream alive of keeping the old sound together. You know, and if there's anything I'd be doing, I'd sure love to be a part of that. For sure. So, you know, enjoy the new stuff, enjoy the old stuff, and keep the dream alive. And I know Afeni has that new college out in Atlanta, and I mean, support the college, support the school, man. They're doing a lot of great things. That's what I'd say.
Once again, Ronnie, I want to thank you. It's been a great interview, and I appreciate it, as well as the fans at TupacNation.net.
Jesse, no problem.
Just an update. Stay tuned for Young Noble Part 2, and we got much more to come, only on TupacNation.net.